Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. In today's video, we are diving into Scrintal, which is one of these visual note-taking apps and one of the more popular ones. I would say that Heptabase and Scrintal are the two most popular ones, and they are quite close to each other, or they are quite similar, even though Heptabase has changed its style a little bit with the new playground for the mind, which they released back in November, December last year. I actually paid for the yearly plan of this application. I ended up not using it, and my productivity system around Scrintal fell apart for one simple reason, and that was that it lacked a mobile application. But I know that a mobile application isn't necessarily something everyone needs. So let's just go ahead and start off with the pricing, because the pricing has changed a little since I last talked about it, and I was really skeptical when it came to the pricing of Scrintal. I think that it was too expensive on the monthly plan. It used to be $19 for the monthly plan. Now it is 12. 12 is actually a great place. Like, it is the middle ground for a lot of productivity applications, especially those who have AI, and Scrintal also has an AI assistant. So I don't think 12 is bad, and I think like $9 each month on the yearly plan is around the competition. Like, a lot of applications are around the same place here. They have with the monthly plan, like, you get unlimited docs, unlimited file uploads, real-time collaboration, priority support, and community calls with the team. And with this, you get all the same things, but the best discount. I think like $9 each month is really really good, and the same goes for $12 each month. I have been really skeptical. They had a 3-year plan as well, but they've removed that. So just keep in mind that Scrintal, even though it's been around for a while now, it is like a newer application, especially with the Playground for the Mind, which they recently released, or not recently, but last year. So let's actually jump into the application here. So this is basically Scrintal. I won't go over all of the features simply because the video would just end up being too long, but I will go over some of the main ones. And what I really like about Scrintal is how plug and play this is. Like, even in an app like Heptabase, there is a little bit of a learning curve with the tags and a lot of the features that they offer. Scrintal feels a little easier to learn, a little more like, I would say, a little more plug and play is probably the word I would use. But here you have a couple of different things. So you have these text box where you can actually write and you can add things. So it has backslash commands where you can link docs, boards, you can insert files or images, math expressions, dividers, you can upload images, PDFs, you can add YouTube videos, and you can add time as well. And what I would use, or what I actually used this My Desk for, was daily planning. So I would add like not necessarily dates, but I would add days like this, and I would add a couple, and you can actually change the color of this. I wouldn't add a couple, I would actually just add every day of the week. And what's really fun about this is that like, I can add text. Let me just show you that. I can add text like this underneath it. So I can do task here, and I can do test 1, test 2, and I would just go off something like this. And if I ever needed to, I could actually turn this into a doc. Uh, and I liked how the colors worked. I liked this ability to like have text like this and add things underneath that. So add a new block underneath that. I really liked that feature. So I used this main desk view for weekly planning. But that was just me personally, but I also have a board I really wanted to show off. So let's find the right board. I think it's this board. And into the social media ideas right here. Here I actually had all of my different social media ideas. This was how I did project management. And here you can actually see what I mean when I say that I like the fact that I could have like this block of text and actually have a document here as well. I could drag these back and forward, and I also did this for like all other social media as well. Um, like my blog, for example. If we zoom in here, you can see this is my blog. I can go ahead and I can open this up, and I would like put it into full screen here, and here you can see the blog post. You have your word count, you have characters, you have how many links it has, what it links to. I can also click this to see all of the different links. So I can see the backlinks, I can see the links here. I can see the boards it appears on, I can see files, I can see web links, and I can see tags. So this has the tag blog post, and I can actually open this up and I can see all of the different blog posts. So this was one of the things I really liked about Scrintal, was this links feature here, just being able to see how everything is connected together easily through this simple button right here. And it makes a lot of sense. Like, you don't have to learn a lot to understand how this works. You just see that it says links, you click this, and it makes sense that everything should appear in here. I can go back and we can close this, and I can open up another one, and the same goes for like this. I haven't written anything in there, so there won't be any links, but basically that's how I did project management. And my rule was that like, it wasn't, when it was an idea, it was a text box like this. When I was ready to do something with it, I would actually turn it into a document, and you can actually have a document embedded inside of another document. I had my resources board right here, and here I actually wanted to show you uh, the AI assistant as well. So here you have boards within boards, because you can do that as well. You can have a board live within another board, and you can open up the AI assistant here. I can actually drag blocks in here. So this actually opens up all of the things that are in my book notes and reading list. So book notes, one to read, reading list, uh, and read all of the books I've read. So it actually adds all of the things in here. When I just drag the full board, I can open it up so it makes more sense. Like want to read, reading, and read right here. So it adds all of those things, and I can actually chat with my different notes in here. I can also just, if I add another one, I can like add another one here, and it just adds another document, and I can start chatting with my AI assistant. I can go ahead and I can just clear the thread and just start over. And it also has like things I can ask it for, so suggestions right here. Um, None of your Scrintal data is processed by AI unless you choose to share it. So it doesn't have access to everything. That is a privacy thing, that it won't have access to everything. It only has access to the things you share with the AI. And where I think like Scrintal shines the most, if I just show you an example here, is that I can press all blocks and find the right one here. There are so many to choose from, but upload an image. Let's just add that underneath there. And this is a thumbnail I just created. Like, this is what I liked about Scrintal, and one of the reasons why I wanted to use it as my second brain, because it works really well with images as well. Many of these like board, or the Heptabase works really well with text, with PDFs, but it doesn't work as well with images. This works really well with images as well. And here I have like all of my tags. Right here I have all of my files. So this is the only file I've uploaded, but here you could see all of your files. You can see all of your boards, all of your docs, and back to my desk. So it has a lot of great features and also a lot of great templates here if you don't want to create all of the things yourself, but it is actually quite easy to create a lot of the things yourself as well. So I think like Scrintal feels much more like a playground for the mind, as they call this new Scrintal version, because you have the ability to, it works really well. That is what I'm trying to say. It works really well with images. It works with PDFs. I still think that Heptabase PDF Reader is a little better. It is really easy to get into as well. Like, I don't feel like this application has a huge learning curve to it. It has all the different blocks, but it is quite easy to like get started with. If you need a mobile application, this isn't the application for you. It's just that simple, and that is actually the main reason for why this application doesn't work for me. I spend most of my time on buses or traveling somewhere or commuting somewhere. Like, that is where I spend most of my time every single day. So I need a mobile application, and I tend to have the best ideas when I'm not, like, when I don't have my desktop in front, when I'm not sitting in front of my desktop. That is what I'm trying to say. A lot of words coming out today. But my point is that it has a few issues. I think the pricing is much better now, but it is a really fun, like, fun is the word I want to use, because I feel like every time I use Scrintal to work on an idea, or every time I have done it, it feels like a really fun experience, which I can't say about all of the different PKM applications. Like, it is fun to use, and I really like it. I wish that the development was probably a little faster. Mainly, I want a mobile application. I can't use this without a mobile application, but apart from that, I think like they've done a lot of good things, and there are like a lot of slight improvements that make me like the app better now than I did uh, just when it first came out. I haven't used the AI assistant a lot. I've just played around with it a little, so I don't know how good it is. I would also like a mobile application before an AI assistant, but that is just me. But apart from that, I think like with the pricing, I think that Scrintal is really competitive as a visual note-taking app, but that covers it for today's video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.